My name is Shrewboy313 and I have something to say. This is Dragon Quest Monsters Joker, and in the last episode we took on both of Madame Rummy's garden challenges, and the thing I have to say is that I understand and appreciate that putting those little mini challenges in, it does add a little bit of, variety to the game, because it's not something that you normally see. But I have to be honest, I don't like them. That is just a personal thing, it literally is a personal thing. I don't like it just because it's just defeating, it's just a hurried, mess of a thing, just to defeat the same number of, well, not the same, defeat the same monster over and over again. I mean, you do get a few coins, you do get 8 coins for each slime you kill, but you don't get experience from it. And I understand that they didn't put experience in those fights, so it didn't waste any more time. But I just feel there could have been a different challenge other than just kill this many slimes in this amount of time, and then do the exact same thing again, but just there's more time and more slimes. That was it. That was all I have to say. But if you did bother watching to the end of the last episode, you will have seen that, if I remember to edit it properly, that the other jetty, on the other side of the island, on the western side of the island, it will take us back to Domus Isle. And I do realise there are 2 peppers just in the background, but I'm ignoring them for now. But because we finished the second of the 2 challenges, we do have free reign. Yeah, free reign. We can explore the entirety of Palaish Isle. Now, I don't think I'm going to be exploring all of Palaish Isle because it is, I suppose where Domus Isle was more or less just a straight line from one end to, not Domus Isle. I've learnt that. Where Xeraphile, oh my gosh. You know what, I'll start with Xeraphile. Xeraphile was a circle. You go around the circle, and then you can go into the inner circle. That was Xeraphile. Infant Isle is what I was meaning. That is a linear path. When? Nope. And Palaish Isle, while it does have a linearity to it in its path, it does branch off in certain parts, and that was all I had to say on that. It's more so I suppose since it is a big palace, this island, that is literally all it is, and the island is the palace grounds, I suppose there's more to it, more intricacies that you'd find in a palace. Now, I completely just didn't even acknowledge them in the last fight, but Capsicum, a new enemy. They can use sap, which that decreases your defense, I think. It's either defense or offense, and I believe these are rank E monsters as well. So I don't believe they're not the first instance of a rank E monster just out in the wild, but they are one just one of the first that's just out in the open as a standard enemy. And also sometimes when you get into a fight with them, they, for whatever reason, the lips, they can start the battle confused. I don't understand why, but I don't complain, because I mean it helps me. I'm sorry, but the opponent is starting with a hindrance against it, so that ain't a bad thing. And yes, I am trying to scalp this one. In my brain I was going to say I'm trying to scalp it, but no, I'm not trying to scalp it. I would snatch its wig, but I ain't trying to scalp it. I'm trying to scout it, not scalp. Lord. Right. I'm hoping from these percentages, that we should get it to 100, or very close thereabouts. Oh, there we go, 100. And with that 100%, bloopity bloopity bloop, we join it. We join it? No, it joins us. And now, again, from what I remember, they're not great. Like, they're fine. And I mean, the Saboteur skill that they have, that's... I mean, it's an alright skill. Like, if you're wanting a skill to just, like, shove on, because, you know, just as, like, an extra, I mean, I suppose it, you know, it wouldn't be a bad choice. And I mean, also, like, it does have, you know, quite a few good, skills in it, I'm really struggling. Sorry, it's because I'm a terrible multitasker, and once I start doing one thing, my brain is like, right, focus on this and forget what you were talking about. But Saboteur, it does have, like, Helm Splitter and Sap in it. But I mean, I personally am not, you know, that big a fan of moves that are like Sap, ones that, you know, decrease skills without doing any damage. I'd much rather, like, have the Helm Splitter, which is like, I believe it's like essentially the same as Sap, but you just get an attack in as well. And the good thing I like about Helm Splitter is, for whatever reason, it just costs no MP. So it is literally just, it's a free attack that, has the chance to lower defense. And yes, I got into that battle on purpose because I saw how close Mola was to leveling up. And even though he's not going to get a new skill, I am just going to shove all of his points into Gorilla. Because, I mean, I think Gorilla is quite a good skill. Like, if you want a monster that's just going to be a, you know, a dedicated attacker, like, it is a solid skill to have. And I'm hoping in the next battle that King is going to level up as well. Right. You know what, I was about to say, I just want to ignore this bit. Because, I mean, last episode, in the little bit, like, when we went up the staircase where we saw that ladder, like, since we can explore all of the gardens, we can get down to that ladder. And that does open a shortcut, like, opens up a shortcut back down to the scout post. So I kind of want to aim for that. Right. Okay, we're gonna completely sneak past that. Oh, no we're not. Because it moves a lot faster than I was anticipating. And I believe... Oh yeah, spiked hairs. You know what? They can... Like, there we go. Takes my explanation from me. They can use Psych Up. But other than that, off the top of my head, I don't really remember. I know that when you scout them, they can they have the Naturalist skill. So I feel like they are quite similar to the Platypunk in that, like, they're kind of all-rounders, like jacks of all trades, minus, like, healing. But I guess they're a little bit better since they can, you know, Psych Up. So I guess they are potentially dangerous if you let them Psych Up. But I mean, they're not really that bad to deal with. They are annoying on the field since they go so damn fast, but other than that, they ain't too bad. Right, now oh, there's another new monster up there, that is the Goodie Bag, off the top of my head if I'm not wrong. It's a palette swap of the Bago Laughs from the Xerophile dungeon. I don't know why my brain struggled to, like, find the word dungeon, of all words. Oh dear. Right. And now I am going to use this fight to try and scout one of these Nope. Spiked hairs, not scout hairs. See, I'm just lord awful when it comes to speaking and words. Don't know why, I just suck at it. And you know what? Let's give Dazzle Flash a go. If it misses, it misses. If it hits, then that's really good. Whee! Oh wow, and it worked. So that means that Spike 10 now has lowered accuracy, meaning even though I'm just going to be defending and psyching up, the fact that it won't be able to hit me as much is very useful. That's not useful, not for me at least. You know, I'm gonna be honest, I was tempted to use Buff, but I figure It's an all or nothing scenario, what's the point? Oh, there we go, it missed anyway. And then it lost its tension. You know, I suppose if it hadn't been blinded, buff might have been a smarter idea. But again, since it's blind. Right. Okay, that's very much a similar percentage to the Capsicum, so I'm hoping that this is going to hit 100% as well. Whoops, accidentally just kneed my desk. Hope none of y'all heard that. Oh no. Right, but 100%, we got it. We didn't scalp it, like I said the last one. Oh dear. I will say one thing I do like about the monsters on this island is that, like, they are all, like, level 8, level 9 when you scout them. I say all of them, a lot of them are. So a lot of these monsters, they are just, like, readily, or almost readily, I know it's sacrificed. Oh, what's the word? Synthesizable. God. For some reason, my brain was thinking Amish. And, like, Amish and synthesis have nothing to do with each other. And yes, I am ignoring that chest on purpose. There are a lot of chests, like, just sprawled about Palaish Isle, and a lot of them are like brown chests. And the brown chests are the ones that often don't have as good of items in them as, say, the red or blue chests. And I mean, the brown chests, they respawn, so they're not that good anyway. But speaking of blue chests, there. And there is also a new enemy, so when we kick this down, we'll hopefully get into a fight with it. Because I'm just here to fight. Blibbity blobbity bloop. Some sea urchins spelt S-E-E instead of S-E-A. Because, you know, they have... Oh my god. They have one giant eye, and they use moves like Blinding Blow. Their whole spiel is vision. Oh dear. Right. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I did think that Kinger and Komodo would have been able to, you know, take out one in one turn, but apparently not. So we're gonna hope this turn they will. So I was about to say they're not that strong, but then I realised they were attacking Kinger, and that's why they weren't doing much damage. Oh dear. And I mean, since we're here, we might as well just try and, you know, scout it. So I mean, by going for scouting this way, it does at least show you, like, what some of these enemies are capable of doing. Now, I will say, as far as sea urchins go, I'm not particularly a fan of them in that I think they don't do that much, like, that well. You know what? If he was going to use Blinding Blow, I'm glad it was on Komodo. Because as mean as it sounds, Komodo is probably my least valuable monster in terms of scouting. Yeah, I don't recall sea urchins being able to do all that much. I mean, this is coming from me, who is completely dumb, and like, I could return to a game years later and come to realise that thing that I thought was terrible was actually the thing that breaks the game. Which was the case for me when I played the Star Ocean The Last Hope. That was a bit of a tangent that we didn't need to go on, but we did anyway. But yeah, Sea Urchin, Aquapothecary, it's a bit of a weird skill, because it seems like for Aquapothecary, it seems like it wants to be a healing skill, but it doesn't go all the way up to 100 skill points. And the skills that you get from it aren't all that great. Because, like, from memory, it only goes up to, like, mid-heal, I think. And yes, I did, like, ignore that Darkonium on purpose. Because if we go down here, ignore that sign, then go down here, we find ourselves, bloobity bloop. Well, there's a guy there, and there's... You can only see one, but there are two new monsters in that little pool of water. But yeah, we're finding ourselves back down right at the beginning of the island. Which, that is, you know, where I was making the beeline for. Right, so you know, I was going to say we're going to go for that, I think we'll go for that other jetty, like, back to Domus Isle just to open it up. But I've forgotten how to get to it. That is the 100% honest truth. I think, if I'm not crazy, it's like, before we went down that little hill where the sign was, and like, where all the sea urchins were, we needed to go, like, around the island there? I believe that's the case, but I could be making it up. So you know what, we're going to go back up here, and then we're going to go back to the sea urchin area. We are going to ignore... Oh, they're all gone, never mind. Actually, no. That just means, if I'm not mistaken, that the other monster's going to pop up. Yep, there we go. We have... Oh, damn. We have the King Kelp. They are a little bit tougher than the other monsters that were... You know what, actually? I can use this as an excuse to show off Kazap. They are, like, quite strong for this area. Like, if you've still got rank F monsters like I do. And they do have that very annoying skill Tap Dance, which saps MP. And like I was saying, I was hoping that the other monster was going to show up. Also, yeah, there you go. Kazap does like 150 damage. It is a killer. Although, because we do have like minuscule amounts of MP right now, it is very costly, so I guess it's weighing... It's like, do you want the damage or do you want your MP? And also, here's the other new monster, the Calamari Kid. The Calamari Kids, they are weird. Like, they're not that dangerous to fight. Sometimes they'll assess the situation. And I believe that the skill that they have is also Aquapothecary. So, like, they're funny little things, like... Are they cute? Yes. But do they do a lot? Not particularly. I will say they can be, like... I think they're quite good grinding fodder. Because, like, if you manage to, like, keep them on, like, quite far away from each other in that pool, you can just, like, keep them infinitely spawning. And that is more of just, like, a... I suppose, like, a time crunch thing. If you can't be bothered wasting a lot of time. Right, so yeah, if we go back up here... Also, yes, I am going to ignore the Darkonium Crystal for this episode. But, I mean, since even though all of the... Actually, you know what, it's only there. No, we're not. We can get it. I'm going to skip this fight, though. Right, there we go. We didn't particularly get anything from the battle other than very hurt. So I did use the quick heal function, that is why Komodo has like no MP left. But you know what, I thought in my brain that like the Darkonium... You know, I thought this maze was bigger. That's basically it. Let's take the Darkonium and get our third crystal, I believe? I don't know why I've gone so high when I'm saying this. But yes... Another Darkonium Crystal. He now possesses 3. Right, so I'm hoping we can make it around the rest of the island, or at least this little... It's a pool of stagnant water because I can't see where it's coming from or going. Yeah, it's literally like a pool of water that's just... I mean, I hope there's, like, drains and filters, because, like I say, it will just stagnate, and that's kinda gross. Yeah, there we go, we're on the right path. There are a lot of Capsicum, which is quite annoying, but, I mean, it's a minor thing. Like, if you've managed to, I suppose, even make it this far, you shouldn't really have a problem fighting Capsicum. Because, like, I mean, even then... You don't have to fight them because you can see I've just like scooped my way past all of them. and going past all of them, we are now down at a jetty, which it wasn't open on Domus Isle because it needs us to actually go to Domus Isle from Palaish Isle. Okay, we're in a cutscene, I guess. I did not expect to find a jetty here. Listen, Shroob, we can leave this island if you wish, but remember, there is a shrine that we must explore. It is on the north side of this island, so what shall we do? Leave this island or go to the shrine? Well, I want to leave this island because there is actually something I'd like to show off on Domus Isle. So we're going to go back to Domus Isle, Spiegel, because also it opens up the jetty. Because, like, the first time I played this game, I didn't find this jetty, like, throughout the entire game. I don't know why. My excuse is I was an idiot child. Like, that is literally my excuse, I was an idiot child. So yeah, like, as you saw on the map, like, originally, yeah, because I was an idiot child, every time I went to Palaish Isle, I ended up having to go to Zeroth, and then to Palaish, and then any time I wanted to go anywhere else, I'd have to go, like, back to Zeroth, and then up to Domus Isle. Right. But what I wanted to show, as long as I'm not a stupid idiot, is if we speak to this woman, the department store is just so expensive. They should have a sale to celebrate, the opening of the route to Palaish Isle, maybe? Yeah, you could have spoken to this woman earlier. I believe it's once you've completed the shrine on Zeroth Isle. The department store opens, and it does open. There's how many down here? There's 3 stores down here, and there is 1 upstairs. Welcome to Lethal Weapons. Yep. Yeah, you can buy a... Wow. Now, I will say I don't remember, like, whether, like, this expands at all. But, like, for where we are right now, well, I mean, this is, like, the logical next step in weapons. Because, like, if I wanted to, I could, like, grind a bit more money and get a stronger weapon for everyone. But I don't really want to. Right, we've got skillful scribblings. Skillful looks like it's spelled incorrectly, like there's an L missing. And these scrolls let you teach monsters a skill instantly. I'll be honest, I don't think I've actually ever used this, store, because, like, look at this, there's 4 choices: the warrior scroll, the mager scroll, the priest scroll, and the martial arts artist scroll. And it requires 2 rank C monsters of a certain family. And yeah, quite early on, like, unless you somehow manage to finagle, like, 2 king slimes, like, you ain't getting any of these scrolls for a while. And I mean, from what I recall, like, in other Dragon Quest games, the priest is generally the healer. So I might... Oh yeah, there's also just a shop here that I just didn't acknowledge at all. Yeah, I might try and get that priest one to try and teach to someone, just to see what it has. Right. Isn't it confusing that different monsters use different weapons, but in the library it's... Yeah, it's easy to... Wait, there's a library... Where? Is it here? Oh, view... Oh my gosh. Wait, so... Okay, so, like, if I look at this... Oh, look at that, it does! I had no idea. Oh, work. I mean, I will say, I suppose that's because I've never really used the library. Literally, I've always just, like, gone into the shop and just been like, can you use this? Can you use this? Can you use this? That is always what I've done. And I mean, there's nothing up here for now, but there will be a little bit later in the game. It's something that I use it when, like, if I'm in the area, like, I'll come and see if I can use it, but, like, I can't always. And that was a really dull, boring story, and I'm sorry you had to listen to it. Oh dear. But anyway, I'm gonna end this episode here, because, like, we opened up, like, a route to Palaish Isle. We didn't explore all of the island, we explored, a good chunk of it, and we got a Darkonium crystal. So it's fair to say we did technically do quite a bit. And I mean, in the next episode, I mean, we're just gonna... I think I might just, you know, go to the scout post on Palaish Isle, and then we'll start from there and maybe just, like, explore the bits of the island that we didn't see. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, so long as I remember between now and the next time I record. Oh, it's turning night time, so I suppose as the sun sets, this video concludes, so thank you for watching if you have, and hopefully I'll get to see you next time. Bye bye!